Okay. Hello, my name is Liz Taxador, and I wanted to talk to you again about external fetal monitoring and the importance of it. So the reason why we use external fetal monitoring is to determine babies' or fetus well-being. And the way that is done is two ways. We use a tachometer, which picks up patient's contraction, and the number two is the cardio, which picks up baby's heart rate. So the first thing that we have to do is it's connected to the external fetal monitoring, which is this machine here. When I turn it on, it does a cycle, it turns itself on, and it starts picking up that it's turned on. So once it's turned on, it's gonna start doing its thing. So I'm gonna hold off on that for a minute. And I had earlier explained in the past class that we have to do something called Leopold's maneuver. And the way the Leopold's maneuver is done is by touching the pregnant abdomen. So make sure your hands are clean. You expose the woman. You have introduced yourself to her, and she knows what I'm going to do, which is the Leopold's maneuver. So the first maneuver is number one. You touch the top of the belly. So what we're doing, we're trying to find the fetal lie where the baby is. So look, the fundus is right here. Put one hand, that's number two. And here I feel some firmness. So I'm feeling that the baby's back is over here. Put the other hand firm and move over here. So over here feels like there's the small parts, and the small parts are the hands and the feet. The second maneuver is the fourth maneuver is I'm going to see where the baby's head is. So we're looking for a shape of a head. Sometimes if the baby's too up high, we're not going to feel, but we are going to feel a ballottement. So the ballottement is a jelly kind of feeling that we have here, and this is where the baby is going to engage in the pelvic bone. So once I do that, so I'm going to turn on the machine again. I'm going to place the tachometer, which this sensitive part is going to pick up the contraction, and the way it picks up the contraction when the abdomen tightens up, it picks up the sensitivity, and it's going to let us know that she's having a contraction, and it's going to determine how long the contraction is, whether it's 10 seconds to a minute to 2 minutes. So that goes on the top of the fundus, which is the top of the abdomen right here. The second part is the cardio, and how it picks up the contraction. We use some ultrasonic gel, a little glob, and we determined that the back was over here. So I'm going to lift. This is a little cold, so we're going to put the volume up, and we hear the baby's heart rate. The patient is laying in a supine position, a semi-Fowler's position. Usually the best position for this is to turn her side to side, whether it's the left side and the right side. The reason being is because now she's putting pressure on her superior vena cava, and it decreases oxygen to the baby. So it's good for her to lay on the side, if this is going to be done for a long time, on the left side or the right side. The left side is preferred only because it takes pressure off the superior vena cava, and it allows all the oxygen to get to the uterus and give the oxygen to the baby. And that is external fetal monitoring. Thank you. But I want to add something. In this screen, it monitors, I'm going to lower the volume just a bit. It monitors the baby's heart rate. So the baby's heart rate right now is about 136.
Hello, darling.
130 per minute. This would pick up her, if she was having a contraction. It shows me that her belly is tightening, and it shows once the number goes up, the contractions. The number goes up, is showing me that she's having a contraction. On the piece of paper here is going to show me two things. The first thing over here would be the baby's heart rate. The second thing over here is the contraction. And the contraction would only show if she was having one. So it elevates and it goes down like a little mountain. I had shown that in the class before. Since I just put her on the monitor, it's only giving me about 30 seconds or a minute of monitoring time. So it's not showing that she's having any contraction, but it's showing me the baby's heart rate right now is about it went up to 140. So that is the baby's heart rate right now. Okay. And so if we were going to do this continuously, we allow her to stay continuously on the monitor for at least until the baby is born. If we want to do intermittent, we leave her on for 20 minutes, and then we take her off, and then we allow her to move around, walk to accelerate labor, and then we'll put her back on until the baby is born.